The Three Little Pigs. Mother Pig looked at her lazy children and sighed. What am I going to do with you three? They shrugged their little piggy shoulders. Life is tough, she said with a snort. You've got to be tough if you want to make it out there. But they weren't listening, and it almost broke her heart. Right, she said, slamming a trotter on the kitchen table. Time to make your own way. Now off you go. Well, the three pigs sat bolt upright in their chairs. You're kicking us out, said Sam, the youngest pig. Don't you love us? Said Charlie, the middle one. Of course I love you, said Mummy Pig. That's why you have to leave. Parents are weird, said the eldest pig, Maxie. But before they knew it, the three pigs were out on the street with a bag of clothes each, a toothbrush, and a very odd feeling in their tummies. This is your chance, said Mother Pig. Now think smart, work hard, learn from your mistakes, and you'll be fine. The door slammed shut. As the three pigs walked off down the street, it began to get dark. Come on, said Maxie, running towards some hay bales in a nearby field. We can make a camp. It'll be easy. Maxie pulled the straw together to make walls. Mum always said we should work hard and not look for easy, said Sam wisely. Yeah, said Charlie. Plus, where's the roof? Well, Maxie was upset. Hey, if you don't like it, go and make your own. So they did. A little while later, as Sam and Charlie passed a pile of old sticks, Charlie had an idea. Oh, we could make a house out of that. I'm not sure about that, said Sam. But Charlie had already jumped into the sticks and was starting to build a shelter. What if it rains? Asked Sam. I'm not staying there. Suit yourself, said Charlie, but don't blame me if your snout freezes off. Well, Sam kept walking. It was getting cold and that little pig was starting to worry. But soon there was an old building that had half fallen down. It took a while and a lot of work to block the holes, but it was worth it. By nightfall, Sam Pig was cosy and warm in a fine brick house. Meanwhile, further back up the road, a hungry wolf on a nighttime stroll noticed Maxie Pig lying in a pile of straw. Call that a house? Said the wolf, laughing. Hey, said Maxie, that's not nice. I think it's pretty good. Do you indeed? Said the wolf. Little pig, let me come in and help you. Not by the hair on my chin, replied Maxie. Let me in so I can take a closer look at that chin of yours. No way, I don't care how hard you blow, said Maxie. Blow, replied the wolf, who simply stepped over the straw and swallowed up Maxie in a single pig-sized gulp. Pretty soon the same wolf came across another pink curly tail sticking out from a pile of sticks. Hello there, piggy, cried the wolf. What did you have for dinner? Nothing, replied Charlie from under the sticks. I'm quite hungry. What did you have? Just a tasty snack, said the wolf, smiling. But now it's time for my main course. Well, Charlie knew what that meant. You won't get me, Wolfie. Not by the hair on my chin. You little pigs love showing off about your beards, said the wolf, scratching his own furry chin. Anyway, I shall now huff and also puff, said the wolf, and that is exactly what he did. Of course, the stick house fell to pieces in moments, and the wolf wasted no time in eating little Charlie Pig. One gulp, gone. Oh, goodness, I'm full, Wolf said with a big burp. How very rude. Meanwhile, the youngest pig, Sam, had fixed the roof of his brick house and was feeling very proud of his hard work. By now the wolf was full up, but as he walked past Sam's house, he smelled pig and his tummy gave a little tumble. Little pig, let me come in. Not by the hair on my chin, shouted the pig. Look, Whatever happens to be in your chin, it doesn't matter. Tomato, ketchup, chocolate or trifle, whatever it is, get ready for some serious huffing and puffing. Well, the wolf blew as hard as he could until he was completely out of breath, but the brick building stood firm. And all that could be heard was a little sniggering pig. "Go home, Wolfie," said Sam. "You can't blow down a brick house, you silly old thing." But the wolf was sly and did something very sneaky indeed. "Hello there, piggy woo," shouted the wolf. "Name's Sam. What do you want?" said Sam. "Look here," replied the wolf politely. I'm terribly awfully sorry. We got off on the wrong foot." "Do you mean when you tried to eat me?" said the pig. "Yes, exactly. How very wrong of me. I'm deeply sorry. But now look, here's the thing. There are some delicious turnips in Farmer Busey's field. Would you like to come with me tomorrow morning?" Well, Sam the pig did not trust the wolf, but he pretended to be friendly. "Sure," said Sam. "Come around 9 o'clock. We'll go together." Well, that sneaky wolf was very pleased with himself. He went home, dreamed about bacon sandwiches and hog roast. The next morning he turned up at 9 o'clock ready to eat Sam as soon as that little pig walked out of that big brick house. "Hi, Wolfie," shouted Sam Pig from the window. "I was up early, so I decided to go and collect turnips on my own." "You did what?" shouted the wolf. He couldn't believe his pointy ears. "Yeah, thanks for the tip," shouted Sam with a little piggy snort. "Drat and blast," said the wolf to himself. "Outsmarted by a pig." But wolves don't give up that easily, and he had another idea. "I say, have you tasted the juicy apples at Merrydown Orchard? I'm going tomorrow at 8. Fancy coming along?" "Okay," said Sam. He did love apples, but he wasn't going anywhere with this wolf who had just tried to eat him. Instead, the next morning, Sam woke up at 7 and rushed off to the Merrydown Orchard on his own. Well, it was a beautiful morning. Sam was high up in a tree, putting a juicy red apple into his basket, when he saw the wolf enter through a far gate. He started to panic. Of course he did. There was nowhere to hide, and he was scared. "Hello-de-doody up there," called the wolf. "I see you found the apples. Are they as delicious as they look?" "They are," shouted one very worried pig. "Here, have a taste," said Sam, throwing one down. But when the wolf ran to pick it up, Sam jumped down and ran home as fast as his little trotters could carry him. The next day, a rather hungry wolf was on his way to the local fair, wondering how he might be able to outsmart this little pig, when he looked up to see a giant barrel rolling straight towards him down the hill. "Jeepers creepers!" shouted the wolf, and he dived into a nearby bush to save himself from being squished. What he didn't know was that inside that barrel was Sam Pig. Sam was on his way home from the fair when he saw the wolf. With nowhere else to hide, he quickly jumped into the barrel and off it rolled down the hill. Well, the wolf spent the rest of the day in bed. He was very upset and needed a little time to get himself together. But now he was hungrier than ever, and he went back to the little pig's house, determined to fill his belly. Sam saw the wolf from his window. "Ha! You scaredy wolf! I frightened you, didn't I? That was me in the barrel." Well, this made the wolf angrier than ever, and he climbed up the house and down the chimney. Not a safe thing to do, but a hangry wolf doesn't think about health and safety. Luckily, Sam had a large fire heating up a pot of boiling water, and just as the wolf came down the chimney, Sam took the lid off the pot. The wolf fell right in with a huge plop. You'll never guess what happened next. That clever little pig popped the lid back on the pot and cooked up the wolf for his dinner. After dinner, as he sat there rubbing his belly full of boiled wolf, he thought to himself, "I think Mummy would be proud." And do you know what? She was. The end.